produce
what is this,
those
like a
animals.
PETA thing? This is a setup, y'all. This is a setup to talk about animal rights.
It's okay to walk up to a person and punch them in the head if it gives you sensory pleasure.
Is that a question? Or
Yeah.
You
I'm
wanna
asking,
know?
is that okay?
Do I
do
think
that?
that's okay?
Yeah.
No. No.
Okay. Most people get that one right. It's okay to punch a pillow if it gives you sensory pleasure.
Yes, I think that's okay.
Is it your pillow or somebody else's?
That's a good question. It's your pillow.
Okay, yeah.
Good follow-up. Yeah, there's some nuance there that I hadn't thought of.
You
Fair
gotta
enough.
get the deets.
It's okay to punch a dog if it gives you sensory pleasure.
No, I don't think you should punch a dog, no.
No.
If it gives you, no, okay. Not even before the second part, just
No.
now. It's okay to punch a pig if it gives you sensory pleasure.
A pig, well, not really, no.
Okay.
No.
All right, so it sounds like mostly you're saying pig, dog, person, no, pillow, okay.
Right.
What's the difference there? Why would you say it's okay?
Because the pillow has no feelings.
Okay, so pigs, dogs, people have some sort of feelings.
Right.
So you do they have emotions, you mean?
No, I mean physical feelings.
Right, so they can feel pain.
Yes.
Things like that.
Yes.
Okay.
The others are living and a pillow's not living. Yeah.
And what is it about like them being living that makes it like when you punch a person, why is it bad specifically?
They're aware of pain. Yeah. And the pillow's not aware of pain.
Right. And are the dog and the pig aware of pain
Yeah,
as well?
totally.
So do you purchase or consume any sort of animal products?
I probably do.
Do you purchase or consume any sort of animal products?
Yes.
Like what are your kind of favorites?
Meat. I do love meat. I think like a lot of things I use too. Mascara, that's got some animal product.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I use a few things that
Okay.
are animal product.
Give me an example of some of this stuff. What'd you have for lunch?
Like this leather purse, yeah.
That's true, leather purse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That I know.
Okay. What about food-wise?
Yeah, I eat meat.
And do you think whenever we raise those animals, do you think we cause them any sort of pain?
While raising them,
While raising and then slaughtering them, yeah.
I guess it depends how they're slaughtering them. So if it's like a quick death, then I think no pain. But then it also involves depends how you treat them. Should be no pain.
Do you think that most animals are treated well?
Most, like in the world?
Yeah, that we would raise for food or things like that.
Oh, that we raise for food? I'm gonna say probably not.
Yeah, I think your intuition is right there.
Yeah.
So do you think whenever we produce those, what is
this,
those
like a
animals-
PETA thing?
No, it's not PETA. but we are talking about animals for sure.
Okay.
But whenever we produce those animals, do you think we cause them any sort of physical pain?
I don't know, I don't think that deep on it.
So I've seen like the things that get leaked when like a place isn't obeying all the rules that I hope everyone else is obeying. So like some of the overcrowding and like inhumane deaths, I've heard of those.
Yeah, those turn out to be actually quite common.
Yeah.
The amount of footage on those things is just kind of endless. What do you know? Do you know anything about what happens in like farms and stuff?
A little bit.
Yeah, tell me what you know.
I don't know, they get raised, they get fed, they're for our purposes. They're for our purposes.
And what happens at the end?
Then we eat them.
Something has happened before we eat them though.
We have to kill them.
Like how do you think we kill pigs?
I don't know, because I don't farm, but my idea is that they're either like cervically dislocated or shot so that it's the quickest brain death and then you can't feel. That's what I hope it is.
Yeah, so that's pretty common to use captive bolt guns with cattle. With pigs, roughly I think 80 to 85% it is the number, are actually put into gas chambers.
Oh,
So
pigs are so smart though.
They are. Yeah, they're about as smart or smarter than dogs. So what do you think, I guess, happens like to a pig? Like how do we kill the pig?
I don't know. This is a setup, y'all. This is a setup to talk about animal rights. Let's go.
Okay, all right. See y'all.
I want to be asked.
Have a good one. Thank you for the conversation though, seriously. You also said, you think maybe if we do it painlessly, that's all right? What if like for a human, right? If you gave them a good life, you raised them till they were, I don't know, 10 years old, and then you killed them painlessly. Would that be okay because it was painless?
I think if they want it.
If they wanted to.
Yeah, if they want it.
Yeah.
And I know an animal doesn't want it, or do they? We haven't asked. But no, yeah, that's tough. No, because every animal's basic want is to survive and reproduce.
Yeah.
Right.
So have you ever thought about much of this before?
Oh, I have a lot.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I worked in laboratory research, and so
nice.
I was really familiar with the animals that are used in labs.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an interesting position.
Yeah. Given what we talked about, how bad would you say that you think things are in these sort of farms and in these slaughterhouses? You know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like not too bad, 10 being like a hellscape. Like how bad does this sound to you, do you think?
In these slaughterhouses, I'm thinking, because I do believe a lot of people follow rules and protocol and have good intentions, and then others don't. And it's easy to let people, it's easy to like miss somebody, I don't know. Oh, how many do I think are bad? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, just give me a rough number of what percent do you think are bad by your own account?
Maybe I'll throw out 50.
50%?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say 50%. So, do you know how many land animals are slaughtered a year in the
No,
world?
and I...
Go ahead, take a guess. Take a guess real quick.
In the world, millions? Millions.
How many million?
Let's say 4 million a year.
All right. I actually guessed something similar to that. A lot of people guess that, so this is not insulting to you. Like, I'm not trying to insult you.
You won't insult me.
You're massively off, and so was I. I was off by so much.
Yikes.
It's somewhere between 50 and 100 billion.
Yikes.
Not million.
Yikes.
So I believe it's 100 billion humans. That's the total number of humans that have ever lived on Earth. And we kill that many land animals in a year or two, basically.
Wow.
So just to kind of go back to your figure of like the 50%, let's say it was only 50% that are bad. That's still 25 to 50 billion that are just like absolutely terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a sucky number to hear. Yeah.
Let me kind of just ask you a couple more questions and we can round it up. You know, I can tell this is, I do appreciate this because this is, you know, it's hard emotionally.
I like talking about things.
What would kind of be, do you think, your main barrier to ceasing to purchase those sort of products?
My main barrier would be finding cheaper alternatives, or like alternatives that are just as accessible or like the same price.
This is, I think, the biggest thing I hear from people, and it was the thing that I was like super concerned about too. And it actually turned out to be the easiest part.
Yeah.
You know, I think, yeah. So like, I mean, one thing is you think like you go to the grocery store, you've got all sorts of beans, lentils, soy products, all those things. They're all actually really cheap and they're pretty easy to prepare. So I don't know like what kind of food you like, but like a lot of Mediterranean food, a lot of Indian food, a lot of, you know, they have dals and like sort of lentil dips and things like that, hummuses, all that stuff. It's actually pretty cheap to make and not that crazy, I'll tell you. Yeah, just from personal experience.
I guess just since I'm not familiar, it seems scary.
So I think that you actually probably would be a good candidate then for So if you enjoyed this video and want to help me make this my full-time career, check out my Patreon in the description. And a special shout out to my top tier patrons, Ryan O'Neill and Tom Eisenbeiss.